Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I would like to discuss about one of the important topic, that is Companies Auditors Report Order 2016. In short, we can say CARO. This topic is very important for your examination point of view. So without any further delay, let's get started. CARO, that is Companies Auditors Report Order 2016, issued by the central government as per the power granted under Section 143, Subsection 11 of the Companies Act 2013. ऑडिटर रिपोर्ट ऑर्डर 2016 को इशू किया है सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने एज पर द पावर ग्रांटेड अंडर सेक्शन 143 सबसेक्शन 11 ऑफ द कंपनीज एक्ट 2013. According to section 143, the auditor is required to report on certain matters only if he is not satisfied after his examination of the accounts. But after this new order, the auditor has to make a statement on each of the specified matters. Likewise, in case of government companies, this order is in addition to the direction of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Means पहले क्या होता था ना, द ऑडिटर इज रिक्वायर्ड टू रिपोर्ट ऑन सर्टन मैटर ओनली. जो भी इम्पोर्टेंट मैटर है उसके ऊपर एक्सप्लेन किया जाता था, रिपोर्ट किया जाता था. लेकिन आफ्टर द न्यू रूल, द ऑडिटर हैज टू मेक ए स्टेटमेंट ऑन ईच ऑफ द स्पेसिफाइड मैटर्स. Likewise, in case of government companies, this order is in addition to the direction of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Okay, this new order is applicable to every component, every company except a banking company as defined in clause C of section 5 of the Regulation Act 1949. Banking company में ये applicable नहीं है, Auditors Report Order 2016. Then an insurance company as defined under Insurance Act 1938. सबसेक्शन 4 ऑफ 1938. इंश्योरेंस कंपनी में ऑल्सो ये इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं होगा. देन ए कंपनी लाइसेंस टू ऑपरेट अंडर सेक्शन 8 ऑफ द कंपनीज एक्ट. जो सेक्शन 8 के अंदर जो कंपनी है वो कंपनी में भी ये ऑडिटर्स रिपोर्ट ऑर्डर 2016 एप्लीकेबल नहीं है. एंड ऑल्सो ए 1-person कंपनी एज डिफाइंड अंडर क्लॉज 62 of section 2 of the Companies Act, a small company as defined under clause 85 of section 2 of the Companies Act, and a private limited company not being a subsidiary or holding company of a public company having a paid up capital and reserves and surplus not more than rupees 1 crore as on the balance sheet date, and which does not have total borrowings exceeding rupees 1 crore from any bank or financial institution at any point of time during the financial year, and which does not have a total revenue as disclosed in the Schedule 3 to the Companies Act 2013, including revenue from discontinuing operations exceeding rupees 10 crore during the financial year as per the financial statement. तो यहाँ पर भी ऑडिटर्स रिपोर्ट ऑर्डर 2016 एप्लीकेबल नहीं है. Then, auditor report to contain matter specified in paragraph 3 and 4. Every report made by the auditor under section 143 of the Companies Act 2013 on the accounts of every company audited by him, to which these matters specified in paragraph 3 and 4 as may be applicable. Then, provided that the order shall not apply to the auditor report on consolidated financial statement. Okay, clear. Then point number 3, matters to be included in the auditor's report. कौन सा मैटर ऑडिटर रिपोर्ट में इंक्लूड होगा? The auditor's report on the accounts of a company to which this order applies shall include a statement on the following matters, namely, first, whether the company is maintaining proper records showing full particulars including quantitative details and situation of fixed asset, whether these fixed asset have been physically verified by the management के द्वारा फिक्स एसेट जो भी है वो वेरीफाई हुआ है कि नहीं एट रीजनेबल इंटरवल्स, वेदर एनी मैटेरियल डिस्क्रिपेंसी वे नोटिस, अगर कुछ मैटेरियल डिस्क्रिपेंसीज फाइंड आउट हुआ है ऑन सच वेरिफिकेशन, एंड इफ सो अगर हुआ है तो वेदर द सेम हैव बीन प्रॉपर्ली डेल्ट विथ इन द बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट, then whether the title deeds of immovable property are held in the name of the company, if not provide the details thereof, then whether physical verification of inventory has been conducted at reasonable intervals by the management, and whether any material discrepancies were noticed, and if so whether they have been properly dealt with in the books of account. ये भी इंक्लूड होगा ऑडिटर्स रिपोर्ट में. देन वेदर द कंपनी हैज ग्रांटेड एनी लोन्स may be secured or unsecured to companies, firms, limited liability partnership firms, or other parties covered in the registered maintained under section 189 of the Companies Act 2013. ओके, अगर कंपनी ने लोन ग्रांट किया है टू other companies, firms, limited liability partnership, or other parties covered in the register maintained under section 189 of the Companies Act 2013, if so whether the terms and conditions of the grant of such loans are not prejudicial to the company's interest, then it should be included in auditor report. Whether the schedule of repayment of principal and payment of interest has been stipulated, and whether the repayment और रिसिप्ट आर रेगुलर, ये सब होना चाहिए. अगर नहीं है तो फिर ऑडिटर रिपोर्ट में जाएगा. इफ द अमाउंट इज ओवर ड्यू, स्टेट द टोटल अमाउंट ओवर ड्यू फॉर मोर देन 90 days, एंड वेदर रीजनेबल स्टेप्स हैव बीन टेकन बाय द कंपनी फॉर रिकवरी ऑफ द प्रिंसिपल एंड इंटरेस्ट. ओके, देन इन रेस्पेक्ट ऑफ लोन्स, investment guarantees and security, whether provisions of section 185 and 186 of the Companies Act 2013 have been complied with, if not provide the details thereof. अगर नहीं हुआ है तो फिर डिटेल्स प्रोवाइड करना पड़ेगा. In case the company has accepted deposit, whether directive issued by the Reserve Bank of India and the provisions of section 73 to 76 or any other relevant provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and the rules framed thereunder, where applicable, have been complied with. If not, then the nature of such contravention be stated. If an order has been passed by the Company Law Board or National Company Law Tribunal, or you can say Reserve Bank of India, or any court or any other tribunal, whether the same has been complied with or not. If not complied, then it should be mentioned in auditor's report. Whether maintenance of cost record has been specified by the central government. Central government के द्वारा cost record स्पेसिफाई हुआ है कि नहीं अंडर सबसेक्शन 1 ऑफ सेक्शन 148 ओके of the Companies Act 2013, and whether such accounts and record have been so made and maintained. Then whether the company is regular in depositing on disputed statutory dues, including provident fund, employees state insurance, that is ESI, EPF, income tax, and now GST. पहले था सेल्स टैक्स, सर्विस टैक्स, ड्यूटीज ऑफ कस्टम्स, ये सब अब नहीं है. ड्यूटीज ऑफ एक्साइज ये सब नहीं है. अब वैल्यू एडेड टैक्स भी नहीं है. अब नाउ GST, इनकम टैक्स एंड गुड्स एंड सर्विस टैक्स, GST, ये सब जो ऑन डिस्प्यूटेड स्टैट्यूटरी ड्यूज इंक्लूडिंग प्रोविडेंट फंड, एम्प्लॉय टैक्स, इंश्योरेंस, इनकम टैक्स, GST, and any other statutory dues to the appropriate authority, and if not, the extent of the arrears of outstanding statutory dues as on the last day of the financial year concerned for a period of more than 6 months from the date they become payable shall be indicated. Okay, where dues of income tax or सेल टैक्स भी नहीं है अब, इनकम टैक्स और जीएसटी or duty of customs or duty of excise have not been deposited on account of any dispute, then the amounts involved and the forum where dispute is pending shall be mentioned. A mere representation to the concerned department shall not be treated as a dispute. Okay, then whether the company has defaulted in repayment of loans or borrowing to a financial institution, bank, government, or dues to debenture holders. If yes, the period and the amount of default to be reported in case of defaults to banks, financial institution, and government lender, then details to be provided. अगर कंपनी ने कुछ डिफॉल्ट किया है रीपेमेंट ऑफ लोन में और बोरिंग्स टू ए फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस, इन दैट केस lender wise details to be need to be provided. Then whether money is raised by way of initial public offer or further public offer including debt instruments and terms loans were applied for the purpose for which those are raised. If not, then the details together with delays or default and subsequent rectification, if any, as may be applicable, be reported. Okay, then whether any fraud by the company or any fraud on the company by its officers or employee has been noticed or reported during the year. If yes, the nature and the amount involved is to be indicated in auditor's report 2016. मीन्स अगर कुछ फ्रॉड हुआ है बाय द कंपनी के द्वारा या फिर कंपनी के कोई भी ऑफिसर्स और एम्प्लॉइज हैज़ बीन नोटिस और रिपोर्टेड ड्यूरिंग द ईयर, नोटिस हुआ है या फिर ड्यूरिंग द ईयर रिपोर्ट हुआ है, in that case the nature and the amount involved is to be indicated in auditor's order report 2016. Then whether managerial remuneration has been paid or provided in accordance with the requisite approvals mandated by the provisions of section 197 read with schedule V to the Companies Act. If not, state the amount involved and steps taken by the company for securing refund of the same. ये सब भी ऑडिटर रिपोर्ट में मेंशन होगा. देन वेदर द निधि कंपनी हैज कंप्लाइड विथ द नेट ओन फंड्स to deposit in the ratio of 1:20 to meet out the liability, and whether the Nidhi company is maintaining 10% on encumbered term deposit as specified in the Nidhi Rules 2014 to meet out the liability. Then whether all transactions with the related parties are in compliance with section 177 and 188 of the Companies Act 2013 where applicable, and the details have been disclosed in the financial statement as required by the applicable accounting standards. Okay, then whether the company has made any preferential allotment or private placement of shares or fully or partly convertible debentures during the year under review, and if so, then as to whether the requirement of section 42 of Companies Act 2013 have been complied and the amount raised have been used for the purpose for which the funds were raised. If not, then provide the details in respect of the amount involved and nature of non-compliance. Then whether the company has entered into any non-cash transaction with director or persons connected with him, and if so, whether the provisions of section 192 of the Companies Act 2013 have been complied with. वो क्या कह रहा है कि कंपनी ने हैज एंटर्ड इनटू एनी नॉन कैश ट्रांजेक्शन, कुछ नॉन कैश ट्रांजेक्शन किया है कि विद डायरेक्टर्स और पर्सन्स कनेक्टेड विद हिम, एंड अगर हुआ है बट सेक्शन 192 के हिसाब से ये एडजस्ट हुआ है कि नहीं, कंप्लाइड हुआ है कि नहीं, वो सब मेंशन होगा ऑडिटर्स रिपोर्ट में. देन व्हेदर द कंपनी इज रिक्वायर्ड टू बी रजिस्टर्ड अंडर सेक्शन 45 IA of the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934, and if so, whether the registration has been obtained. Okay, so this is it all about companies auditors report order 2016. Very important. You just need to remember all the important points and where it is applicable and where not. Like this new order is applicable to every company except a banking company as defined in clause C of section 5 of the Banking Regulation Act 1949, an insurance company as defined under the Insurance Act 1938. इंश्योरेंस कंपनी में भी एप्लीकेबल नहीं है, बैंकिंग कंपनी में भी एप्लीकेबल नहीं है. ए कंपनी लाइसेंस टू ऑपरेट अंडर सेक्शन 8 ऑफ कंपनीज एक्ट, सेक्शन 8 ऑफ द कंपनीज एक्ट हिसाब से भी ये एप्लीकेबल नहीं है. ए 1% कंपनी में भी लागू नहीं है as defined under clause 62 of section 2 of Companies Act, and a small company has defined as defined under clause 85 of section 2 of the Companies Act. Small company में भी implement नहीं होगा. And a private limited company not being a subsidiary or holding company of a public company, private company जो कि subsidiary नहीं है, holding company नहीं है of a public company, having a paid up capital and reserves and surplus not more than rupees 1 crore. 1 crore से अगर लेस है तो फिर ये रिपोर्ट एप्लीकेबल नहीं होगा. As on the balance sheet date and which does not have total borrowings exceeding rupees 1 crore from any bank or financial institution at any point of time during the financial year, and which does not have a total revenue as discussed in Schedule 3 to the Companies Act 2013, including revenue from discontinuing operations exceeding rupees 10 crore during the financial year as per the financial statement. Then auditor report to contain matters specified in paragraph 3 and 4. Every report made by the auditor under section 143 of the Companies Act 2013 on the accounts of every company audited by him to his order apply for the financial year commencing on or after 1st April 2015 shall in addition contain the matters specified in paragraph 3 and 4 as may be applicable. Then provided the order shall not apply to the auditor report on consolidated financial statement. Okay, so this is it all about company auditor report order 2016. It's very important topic. You just need to revise it as many times as possible and remember all the important points, and it helps you in future. Okay, thank you so much for your time and thank you so much for your support.